Why haven't we cloned a human yet? Cloning has been a topic of interest in the scientific community for decades, and has been a topic of heated debate by both scientists and the general public alike. Despite this, there has yet to be an actual successful attempt to clone a human being. So why hasn't anyone been able to do it yet? What are the ethical, scientific, and legal issues that stand in the way of cloning humans? In this video, we'll explore the various reasons why we haven't been able to clone a human being yet. We'll look at the ethical, scientific, and legal issues that stand in the way of cloning humans, as well as some of the potential benefits and drawbacks of cloning humans. Let's begin by looking at some of the ethical issues that are raised when discussing the topic of human cloning. One of the main ethical issues is the concern that cloning a human could lead to an unacceptable level of human suffering. This could come from the fact that, since cloning would involve creating a person from a single cell, it would inherently lack the diversity that comes from having two parents. This lack of diversity could lead to a higher risk of genetic disorders and other health issues. Additionally, cloning a human could be seen as a way to play God, which could be seen as immoral by some. The next issue we'll look at is the scientific challenges that stand in the way of cloning a human. Cloning a human is a much more complex process than cloning other animals. One of the main challenges is that cloning a human requires a high degree of precision and accuracy. This is because a single mistake in the cloning process could lead to a host of genetic defects and other health problems. Additionally, it's still not clear how cloning a human would affect their development and the development of their personality. Finally, there are also legal issues associated with cloning a human. Currently, there are no laws in place that specifically address the issue of cloning a human. This means that there is no legal framework to regulate the process or to ensure that it is done in a safe and ethical manner. Now that we've looked at some of the ethical, scientific, and legal issues associated with cloning a human, let's consider some of the potential benefits and drawbacks of cloning humans. One of the potential benefits of cloning a human is the potential for medical advances. If scientists were able to clone a human, it could open the door to a variety of new treatments for diseases and genetic disorders. Additionally, cloning could also potentially be used to create organs for transplantation, which could help save the lives of many people. On the other hand, there are also potential drawbacks to cloning a human. One of the main concerns is that cloning could be used to create designer babies, meaning that parents could choose certain characteristics such as physical traits or intelligence levels for their child. This could lead to a host of social and ethical issues, as it would create an unequal society where some people are seen as more valuable than others. Additionally, cloning a human could also lead to a decrease in genetic diversity, which could increase the risk of certain genetic disorders and diseases. In conclusion, while cloning a human being is still a long way off, it is important to consider the ethical, scientific, and legal issues that stand in the way of cloning a human. It is also important to consider some of the potential benefits and drawbacks of cloning a human, as this will help us to determine whether or not cloning a human is a worthwhile endeavor. Ultimately, it will be up to the scientific community and the general public to decide whether or not cloning a human is ethical and worthwhile.